Hello guys, I am Brian and welcome back to another Python and Tkinter tutorial. Today we are going to begin with project number 2, and that is building a simple calculator application. The first project was to build a registration form. If you haven't watched that, just click on that link up there and it will take you straight to the video where you could build a simple registration form using Tkinter. So let's talk about our project number 2. We are going to build a simple calculator application. As you can see on your right on the preview, where you have a nice looking calculator. So guys, without further much ado, let's get straight to business. So the details of this application is going to be as follows. We have the frame, and the frame is going to be the one which we are going to stack the other widgets on. Okay, we know we could stack widgets on our main window, but here we are going to create two frames. Okay, two frames. One frame is going to hold the button and the other frame is going to hold the input field. So we have the frame at the top and we are going to stack things on the frame. And the next element here is the button. We have a button, and the button is the one which will carry the numbers, and when we click on them it's going to do something on the text input field. And we have our text input field where we will see the numbers we've entered and our answers. Okay guys, so let's go. Okay guys, so let's rush over some of the requirements you will need for this tutorial. First things first, you need to have Python installed on your computer. You need to have a text editor or an IDE. For this video I'm going to be using VS Code, and you need Tkinter package installed in your computer. So guys, let's get straight to business. So first things first, you will need to create a folder called calculator, or anything you want to call it. Okay, so I'll call my folder calculator, and after that I open my text editor. Okay guys, so you have your text editor or your IDE open. Now the next step here is to create our Python file. So let's not forget that. Create a Python file, and that is where we'll be able to write in our lines of code. So here, create a new file, and I'm going to call it main. So let me change. Let me call it calculator.py. Don't forget the .py extension. So guys, we have created our Python file. So remember, the first things first, when creating a Tkinter application, you must import a Tkinter module. So here, import Tkinter. Okay, so you import Tkinter with the following command: from Tkinter import star. Import star means import everything from the Tkinter library. Okay, import everything from Tkinter. The next things first, we have to initialize our window. So we call it, this time around I'm going to call it win. Okay guys, win as in window. Okay, so win equals to tk. We have win equals to tk. So what this does is this creates a basic window. So the window that we could click or close or do anything. This is the line of code that creates that basic window. Next things first, we need to add some geometry, right? So geometry, like size of the window and everything. So let's do the geometry. So win the geometry. Okay guys, win the geometry, and we will have our geometry. Since it's a pretty kind of small, we shouldn't. What's this thing telling me? Let me close it real quick. Sorry about that. So since it's a little kind of application, it shouldn't be that big. Okay, calculator app, you know what I mean. So I'm going to make it to be 312 by 324. It's by preference. Okay, if you want it to be a lot bigger, you could change the geometry size. Okay, scale it to whatever thing you want to scale it to. but here we are working with this size. So what this line tells us again, this, oh, what am I doing? So this is for the size of the window, guys, the size of the window. Now we don't want our window to be like you could close it, you could pull it and distort the button sizes and the rest. We want it not to be resizable. Okay, our window should not be resizable. What can we do about that? So we use this new stuff called resize resizable. That's Python, guys. Simple. It is English. Okay, so our resizable is going to be 00, right? So this makes it not to be resizable. So this prevents our window from being resizable. Okay, guys, from being resizable. Now let's add now a title to our window. So our title, we know how to add it. So window title. Okay, window title, let's call it, yeah, it's a calculator, so we call it calculator, guys, calculator. Fine, the steps are coming out smoothly and you see how creating this thing is very easy. Okay, so after doing this, yeah, don't forget your main loop. Okay, so we call this our main loop. Never forget this, guys. If not, your application is not going to work. It's going to work, but you will not see it because it's not going to be in the loop. It's going to flash at your eyes at a very fast rate and you will not be able to catch it. Okay, so you just need to put it in the main loop for it to loop over and over and over. So we'll have here win dot main loop, and we do that, guys. So let's save and really hope this works. Okay, guys, so let's hope this works. I click on the run, but oh, nothing comes up. Let's see what happens. Let's see what I've done wrong here. Oh, it tells me there's a typo error, like this resizable. I did not spell it correctly, guys, so let me fix that real quick. Resizable ain't got an E. That's what Python tells me, so I'm going to here. Thank you, Python. So boom, that is it. So we have our window here, guys. Calculator 312 by 324. It is not resizable. You can see this button goes upside. Okay, so we have created our window, guys. Window created.